Welcome to Inside Electrical, the podcast powered by the IBA. This is where members and suppliers come together to share ideas, insights and experiences from across the electrical industry. In each episode, we'll go behind the scenes of our sector, exploring the innovations, challenges and opportunities that keep it moving forward. Let's get started.
Okay, I'm Frank Taylor from Blackwater Electrical Supplies.
Yep, and I'm Gary Drake from Mechanic Wholesale.
I'm Suraj from STA Group in Slough Reading.
I'm Josh Lockett from Timco.
How are you finding the trade show today, Josh? Been good?
I think it's been really good. It's been nice to have a regular conversations with people and get a warm message back. Quite often we do trade shows and people seem to be dragged around and they're just there to pick up some freebies, whereas I don't really get that message at all today. It's really been, oh, right, who are you? I've never seen you before. What is it that you're offering? And they've really been on board and welcoming with the message that we've been giving.
Mm.
You know,
Well, as a new supplier to the group, this is a great way for you to meet the members of the group, and get involved with the actual purchasing side and everything, isn't it?
yeah, it's exactly that. It's I'm fortunate in my role as category manager, I sit between purchasing and sales. So quite often in former roles, there would always be a disconnect between our customers, and likewise, some sales force may be disconnected from the purchasing side, and understanding those both sides has been really good because I have a different perspective on what it is that our customers need, but then also I have the perspective of what our business needs as well. So it's been really, really good and to get that engagement with customers and likewise other suppliers that are already supplying the group.
And it's also a great way to show products that they might, we might not be aware that you sell, or if you've got anything new that you want to show to people, then it's the perfect sort of way to do it really at a trade show, isn't it?
Yeah, entirely that. Exactly that. Especially because we have over 9,000 products in our product catalogue and exhibiting only 240 today. So it's really tricky to select certain products which cater for all needs. But at the same time, we show the catalogue and it's, oh yeah, we do these. No, I didn't know you did these. And in particular, some new products that we've developed can go under the radar and perhaps get forgotten about. And it might be that there are particular customers that have particular end users that have a really large need for certain products. In particular, one product that we probably launched, I would say about 7 or 8 years ago now, but one product would be our Stella Fixing range. So this was a multi-purpose masonry fixing, predominantly designed for the application into drywall and plasterboard. But we quickly found out that the scope of the use of the product into masonry substrates was also quite vast. So let's say that the typical products in the market, somebody would have to stock 2 products to do the same job, whereas dependent on different substrates. Whereas with this, you could effectively attach a variety of different media, different application PCs, different brackets, whatever the application may be. They're limitless really, but you only have to stock one product that could hold, in up to 30 kilos on one product. It's really good.
That's good for a wholesaler, isn't it?
It's definitely good for a wholesaler.
Yeah.
And the product range you guys do is great for us as a wholesaler, because it's all different products in one supplier. It's a really good offering you guys bring to the table.
So the basket value as well for ordering is quite low. So to get those minimal order quantities, really, really good.
Yeah.
And like I said, the breadth of the product you guys have is phenomenal. And you mentioned the Stella Fix. One thing that we've found is your core fix range.
Yep.
That one there, we're doing extremely well with that one as well.
Okay. We'll have to check that out. I mean, we don't deal with you yet. I wish we did, because when we were building this, we've gone through so many screws and I keep reusing and rounded the heads off. I'm looking at these thinking, we should have just used them.
Yeah.
They look really good.
Well, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, here we go.
You have to build another one.
Yeah.
One thing that I've been mentioning quite prevalently is that quite often you can't just pigeonhole yourselves to one trade, because these days the person who's fitting the bill for the job sometimes just needs the tradesman on site to do a little bit more. And saying that, oh, I don't supply that because it's not a typical electrical market product, is quite foolish in my opinion, because sometimes there may be, and I had multiple conversations with people today where you won't believe it, people come in and they're asking me for grout, and it's things like that. And I'm probably not saying it should go to that extent, but in particular, if it is that a certain piece of boxing in's got to be made, or something's got to be modified, or something's got to be tidied up, even to the extent of supplying a paintbrush and a roller and a dust sheet or carpet protector, the list goes on and on and on, where if you don't sell it while that person is in front of you to do the job, they're going to go somewhere else to source that product, and the opportunity is therefore missed, isn't it?
And when a shop becomes a one-stop shop, then you say a competitor, then you've totally missed out, haven't you? So
yeah.
I mean, you guys are pretty good for
Yeah, we do electrical and plumbing, so we cover a large variety of different end users, and it's a lot of stock to hold and a lot of different product lines to hold, but it's more like a one-stop shop, and that is kind of similar to you guys. You have a good offering for multi-trades, for multi-users. I think that does really benefit your sales and benefit your business.
And if you don't have it, you can't sell it, can you?
No, you can't.
So, and truth be told, with next day delivery with a £50 minimum order, carriage paid. So next day you can have it anyway. If it's a regular that's coming back, that's not a problem, Mr. Customer. You can just come back tomorrow and we'll have it then.
Yeah, brilliant.
In terms of your screws as well, because obviously you have the basic screws, shall we say, and then you have I think it's called the Velocity range, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's your differentiation in terms of the split, in terms of sales wise between them, and have you noticed any particular trends in the market with respect to them? Like, does some of the merchants tend to buy one over the other electrical suppliers?
It's a really good question, and probably could have a really long answer, to be fair. I would say that the reason for us having a variety of or different grades of products, from a more economic offering, take our twin thread wood screw range, or our solo, which you can see here is just a box of just general purpose wood screws, a little bit of a jack of all trades, master of none. And there's a ceiling to the retail price of that product. So a lot of, in particular, fixing specialists rather than merchants would acknowledge that there's more scope for them to generate more income as a business by adding features to products to therefore warrant a higher retail price. So then it's almost like the general concept of a good, better, best, right? Mm-hmm. So if you were to go to our Velocity range, as you mentioned, or our Classic range, which sits centrally in the range above twin threads and solos, you start to have things like thicker plating, they're more resistant to modern day tools like impact drill drivers. The threads can be made without getting too technical, so that they penetrate the timber faster but have a higher pull-out resistance, which is technically more for timber to timber applications rather than this industry. And then when you get into the realms of our premium range, which is known as our C2 fixings range, it has a patented twin cut technology to get the screw into the timber as fast as possible. And I come from a carpentry background, so I know that if somebody uses hundreds of screws every day, they will know if something's a good one or a bad one within seconds of putting them in. So, and then the answer to the other side of the question is, what would the split be? I would say that the market currently is that it's a little bit more of a battle to sell the more premium fixing, because the end user may be a little bit more price conscious. So pushing people from good to better and from better to best is a little bit more of a hard fought fight these days. But in the builders merchants, I would say that they're still holding strong. I still think you're going to have your customers who really just want to get the job done, and they'll do so at a price regardless. And then you also have the end users or the trades people that acknowledge that they want to do the job as best as they can. They're only as good as the last job that they did. And for that, they will spend a bit more money. And it might be that they have to spend twice the price, let's say, and they don't get twice the product for the twice the price. It's a case of diminishing returns, but they know they did a good job. And if you can then have the wholesaler who's on board with that and stocks the product which supports that, then it's a win-win from both sides, I think.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
One thing that gets thrown around quite a bit is, and you might not be aware of, is we refer to it as the Timco hug. And our terminology just means that it's our way of supporting our customers. We're only as good as our customers, and we want to grow and grow with our customers and support our customers to grow with us. So in order for us to help you, it's a full package of the service that I've already explained. We have a vast sales team that can bespoke any kind of offering to make the most out of any kind of space, depending on location or customer base, your customer base, that is. So it's just a way of working together so that we're ultimately helping you grow sales. So far, so forth in other sectors that we've been involved with, it's really been well received.
Certainly seem very impressed with your brand and your products.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely be looking to take them on board, I think.
No, that's good. That's sweet.
Brilliant.
Yes. No, well, thank you very much for giving us that information.
No, it's nice to have the opportunity as well. I think it's been a really good show.
Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.